steak comes from a printer. What? You can print food? Yes, sir. You can put food cartridges into this machine. Click a button and boom, get a juicy steak, a salmon, or even cake. I know this sounds crazy, but that's the future, and actually even the present.
The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
We call it actually additive manufacturing, where you build the product layer by layer, and to create a food product that is man-made, which is the closest thing to the biological meat that we're used to eat.
This is great news for all the couples out there who every night can't decide whether they should cook or take out. But don't worry, even with a printer, you'll still get to fight over who does the dishes.
All right, so I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. And what the hell? I mean, considering this is really not new, honestly, considering they had something similar back then, which would be I think it was in the 1980s, if I recall that correctly, where they had pre-packaged meals, which would be powders for astronauts, not the whole thing with the whole moon thing, because we already know that's false, but they had people in space for the Van Allen belt, even though it wasn't very many. They would just use water and it would just turn to actual food, and that was the actual thing. But now you mean to tell me that we gone from having real food to packaged powder food to GMO food to organic food to whole food and now 3D printed food. And you would think like this wasn't enough as it is. Like this is where I mean, how many different variations of the same food do you would need? We went from something that actually had nutrition to everything not having nutrition. They so focused on the flavor to keep everybody fat or lazy, or the whole stigma where sorry, but with the whole thing that nothing's nutritional here, so we need everybody to rely on our medicines and all sorts of stuff that comes with the problems. And this is, the more I look at this and the more videos I've done recently, this is starting to look more and more like the Jetsons. Because did they not have flying cars? Did they not have AI cars? Did they not have 3D printed food? Because they sure as shit did. They was able to pop out food left and right. And I mean, just it just gets funny and funny with a lot of this stuff. And Esau's pretty much already laid this in front of our faces for generations now. So this ain't nothing new. Just like with showing the world wars or the war movies. Then World War happens twice. Of course, third one's coming up. So, first question. What is 3D printed food? Actually, let's go back. Because I was looking at some of this stuff as it was. They made it in 2006, which means they've been working on it ever since. 3D printed food consists of eatables prepared via the automated additive process 3D printing. Similar to other methods of printing, 3D printed food is constructed in intricate shapes layer by layer. In this version, however, the filament is swapped out with an edible resin. So you mean to tell me that you somehow made this stuff with mostly vegetables and then turned it into 3D printed meat, which doesn't sound right in the slightest. First of all, you have to know none of that stuff is healthy to begin with. The 3D printed food doesn't even look good. And let's say they did. What's in it? Like, seriously, what's in it? Do you mean, aside from what they are saying, there's more into it than that. Esau doesn't bring out anything for our benefit. So what's in that shit? Nothing good. So with him working on some various other things, it ain't looking too good. So this is Second Ezra 15:6. It says, "For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." And that's Esau right there. Even though he gets a lot of this stuff from other countries, but that's what makes this place so great, because he actually gets all these different countries together, taking one culture from another and taking what they want and saying, "Hey, this is we will pay you. We'll even sanction you guys if y'all do something wrong, but we'll take a little bit of China, we'll take a little bit of Japan, Ghana, anything they have, and we'll make it worse." And with all this stuff, he's trying to make everything worse across the whole world, starting here. So, and I forgot what I was going to say about that part, but it's not far fetched that the whole thing with the MTOB would follow suit with a lot of this stuff. You look at a lot of the movies, it deals with chippings, self-made things, and all sorts of stuff. But you look at the problems that goes on around it, they won't like, even in certain movies they'll show you the problems that happens on the outside of the main city. So the utopians is not just the country itself; it's a particular part that they want to focus on. Meanwhile, on the other side, you still have the ghettos, but you'll still serve them the slop if they can afford it. Sounds just like here. So, get this last scripture while I'm at it, but be prepared to start seeing these in stores or restaurants, and then in your homes, because grandma and your mom's gotta get to pay $1,000 for a 3D printed 3D printer. Who knows? They may make it 300, 200 just to make it affordable for us to eat and get sick off of. Because the big mamas, they gotta eat, so they'll sit there right in front of that printer and just keep waiting and keep eating. No nutrition. And it just gets worse from there until inevitably drop of life, meaning dropping dead. So this is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." So this would be another guinea pig test, whether he makes it to the public or how much it be or anything. And like, hold on. Okay, that was it. But yeah, but that's because he practices all these different things to put into motion and have these people screwed up. This also goes back to Isaiah 42:22, where it says our people be robbed and spoiled. And you're seeing the spoiling. Now it's going to be a whole big thing with 3D printing, AI cars, soon flying cars, which one of them is already being a thing, but they just not going to publicize it yet. So I guess we'll see what they add next. So I'm gonna keep watch on that, see where that goes. But that's all I wanted to show. So, little one, this is a little edifying with that. Shalom.